All right, Tesla stock split. Let's talk about this. So I put up a poll on Twitter asking folks like, hey, Tesla's about to split stock. Is it going to be 5-1, 10-1, 20-1, or 50-1? I got some responses back that tell me that people, they're thinking something that, well, I mean, I've seen stuff on the internet saying, hey, Tesla could be a $20,000 stock by the end of 2022. I know what these folks are thinking because I've seen these numbers come up after the stock split. So this video, I want to talk about the stock split, give you the results of our poll, and then tell you what the end result is likely to be, in my opinion, in my judgment. Remember, this channel, opinion, not advice. All right. So number one, Tesla just announced last week that it is looking for permission from its shareholders to be able to increase the number of shares, and the size of the amount that they're asking makes it clear that they are wanting to do a stock split. And my Twitter poll says that most people think it's going to be either 5-1 or 10-1, lesser extent. Fewer people think it's going to be 20-1 or 50-1, but hey, Tesla today is a $1,100 stock. So you know what? 20-1 is not out of the question. So all of you that are at home and maybe you're new to the market and you're thinking, hey, should I get in on Tesla before the split? Because, you know, after the split, I'm going to have 20 more shares and it's going to be 20 times the current price. I mean, in other words, $20,000. I mean, or hey, 50-1, which I think is truthfully very unlikely, would be $50,000. Now, unfortunately, folks, that's just not the way the stock market works. So let's just break down what a stock split is, all right? So number one, they're going to tell people in the next, I'm going to say month, we are going to do, I'm going to put myself out on the line and say, I'm going to say they're probably going to do a 5-for-1 stock split. So which means that if you own one share, you are now going to own 5 shares. So 5-for-1 stock split means that if you own one share now, you're going to own 5 shares when the stock split is over. So just to make clear. Now, unfortunately, it does not mean that the price of Tesla now is also going to rise by an equivalent amount. Instead, actually, what happens when you split the stock is that the price of the stock reacts relative to the stock split. So, for example, if Tesla were to go forward and do a stock split, after the split, its price would go down to 1/5 of where it currently sits. So it would be at current prices somewhere in the 200s. So when you put the first thing together with the second, some of the ideas on the internet are just crazy. In other words, they want to think that, hey, you're going to get something for nothing. In other words, you know, if you have a 20-1 stock split, you're going to get 20,000. If you have a 50-1 stock split, you get 50,000, or 10-1, it's going to magically make it into 10,000. And folks, that's all completely wrong. What is actually going to happen is that for every share you have, you are going to have, by whatever number that they decide. If it's 5-1, you will have 5 shares. If it's 10-1, you'll have 10 shares. But equivalently, the price is actually going to drop down as well. So if it's a 5-for-1 stock split, the share price will go to 1/5. So 1/5 of about, let's say 1,000 is 200. If it's a 10-for-1 stock split, 1/10 would make it about $100 stock. So in the end, there is no free lunch like what some of the people on the internet seem to be suggesting. So what about this thing? Should you buy before the split? Should you buy after the split? Does it make a difference? And the thing is that based on my experience, and remember, I've been around the trading game, the investing game, the speculating game for 30 years. I know, I mean, it's a long time. And I've seen a lot of stock splits. I've seen stock splits where sometimes stocks have rocketed up after a stock split. But I have to say, the vast majority of the time, if a stock split is super hyped up, And you can bet with Tesla, it's going to get hyped up. The place to be would be to short term, if you're looking to trade it. And remember, what we do, in all of our newsletter services, and I am the editor of Profits Unlimited, which is a newsletter with nearly 130,000 subscribers, and we do buy and hold. But I know there's a large audience of folks out there that do trading and stuff like that. And I'm just throwing this out there based on, things that I have observed in my time. I'm not telling you to do this, right? Which is, generally speaking, the greater the hype before the event, then you tend to have a sell-off after the event. So with Tesla, there's a lot of hype about the stock split. And once the shareholder resolution increasing the number of shares is approved, once the number of shares are released, if it's going to be 5 to 1, 10 to 1, 20 to 1, 50 to 1, there will be an internet frenzy that goes on, and there will be even more hype. And more people will buy thinking that after the split, it's going to soar to whatever, 20,000 or whatever that they think. And usually after that, there is a bit of a sell-off, as all the people that think that it's going to soar actually buy ahead of time. Markets anticipate, and there's nobody else to come and buy and pay even more higher prices. And so then you have the stock drop off a little bit. But in our services, we are buy and hold, and we own Tesla, and we're up about 1,000% since we own it. And that's what we do. We're buy and hold. So this stuff about should you buy it before or after, if you're in Profits Unlimited, if you're in any of our services, we just hold through volatility. But I know there's a large number of you out there that care about this, and I just wanted you to know what is going on with the Tesla stock split, what the deal is with stock splits, and how, in my opinion, in my judgment, the market is likely to react as all of this unfolds. All right, so if you liked this video, well, tell me below what you think about the Tesla stock split, what you're planning to do, and then come back next week when I'll be doing another one just like this one. Until then, this is Paul saying bye.